Your holy presence living in me. Come on, everybody, lift your voice. This is the air I breathe. Everybody say, this is the air. This is the air I breathe. Yeah. Living in me, yes it is, living in me. Not only that, but your word is my daily bread. Come on, somebody. This is my daily bread. It's your word that gives me life. It's your word that gives me breath. This is my daily bread. Your very word, your very word, spoken to me, to me. Yes, and Father, I'm desperate for you.
Father, we're desperate for you. Holy Spirit, take control.
I'm so lost without you.
Amen. King Jesus, you are welcome in this place.
Without you, Lord.
Spirit divine, you are welcome in this place.
If it's the air you breathe, lift your voice.
This is the air I breathe.
It's the air I breathe. Everybody say, yeah.
You know, one time a rich man ruler came to Jesus and asked him what one thing he must do to receive eternal life. Maybe you remember the story, right? The young man was good at keeping the rules, but Jesus told him that the kingdom of God wasn't just about keeping rules. Jesus wanted this young man to be his follower, but he also knew that the man had turned his money into idols. He had all the riches in this world, and he was worshiping his money. He loved his riches as much and more than he loved God. So Jesus told the man to sell everything, and give the money to the poor.
Lift your hands wherever you're tonight.
Then he will be able to follow Jesus and be part of the kingdom of God. But you know something? Something surprising happened. The rich man ruler became very sad at the hearing of these words, and he walked away from Jesus. Yes, he walked away. He loved his money so much that he didn't want to give it up, even to follow the Son of God, the creator of the universe. Here's what Jesus said next to him. He said this to his disciples. How hard it is for rich people to enter God's kingdom.
I'm desperate for you.
Is it hard for a camel to go through the eye of a needle?
Every hour I need you.
Is it even harder for the rich to enter God's kingdom? Luke chapter 18 verse 24 to 25. This is what Jesus asked the disciples. And these worried disciples also turned and asked Jesus. Now check with Luke chapter 8 verse 26 to 27. They asked Jesus, then who can be saved? Who can be saved? And Jesus answered, things that are impossible with people are possible with God. I didn't hear you say amen. Things that are impossible to people, with God it is very possible. I welcome you to the TIG show. This is Gospel, here on Hit 103.9 FM. My name is Frankie 5, and I welcome you to the TIG show. This is Gospel. We are here from now to 8. And hey, thank you so much for following up this evening. Yes, like you've heard, you've read, you've listened, you've watched. Sarkodie is in the house. Wow. King Sark is in the house, and he's going to be on the Damascus experience between now to share with us his personal Damascus experience. And so for all those of you who've been sharing, tweeting and retweeting, hashtagging and everywhere on Facebook and social media, friends of Frankie 5 and all of you, God richly bless you. This is the moment. And right after this music, the voice you'll be hearing is none other but the king himself, Sarkodie. He's in the studio right now, and we're going to be having a chit-chat. And this is one of his favorites just before we enter into that moment. Take a listen.
Nanya wudi mabesini why na me fasida mano why na me money di na say na minka anka masamu ya mabro na wuche madum wache die ta na unyuma tie na sa na wakwantie na sa uboni friend ya na wabwana buafo Phobia, I saw me some mammy, my bomb, me who buy. I Jimmy Tata, no way, mano. I found every sumino slow. I pay me audition. Second year, radia. I come in phobia. I saw me some money, no bomb me who buy. What did Jimmy Tata? No way, mano. I found me a fish to me no slow. I pay me audition. And you soon you're a war. No biasi o Canada, anka dia be chesan. King Safunia rewo. No biasi o Canada, anka yenku fiene. Enti Ferradi, fanoya wukania. Na kaka krabi nesmodru. Kwanchira funi yehuwa. Sekenye radia, akamini phobia. Asoni sama miriai, na bombe ubai. Wajijimi tata, no way mano. Afami fisu minaso, abeye me audition. Enti min pai bani se akwansi wora enti umi mobo da fa mi fum so chame de wi asi ame namui mi nam sa mi kwa na meni da so ni ye wo na shamedi mu ani so asusumo mu amu ko muribu bibiara so radie wakwa shani sa bibiara so radie kra
Hits FM.
And now for the experience you've been waiting for. When Saul became Paul. Switch into the Damascus experience in 1, 2,
Welcome, King Sarkodie.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Frankie.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you too.
The earpiece. Do you have the earpiece there? Yeah. Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah.
You're cool with it. Great. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
It's your first time on this show.
Yes.
And before I start, let me, on behalf of Hits FM and the TRG show.
Sorry, but do I need this on?
You don't need it on. I wanted to be sure that I can hear. I can hear, but you can take it off if you want. Yeah. Let me use this opportunity to say thank you very much for honoring our invitation. For a long time, I mean, we're privileged that you actually said on the morning show that one of the best shows that you want to be on, gospel shows, is the TRG show.
Yes.
And today you fulfilled your promise.
Yes.
And everyone is listening to you right now. I got tweets, I got messages everywhere that everyone is locked down in Accra now.
Yes.
And we are discussing This Is Gospel. How does that feel?
It feels great, and as I said, definitely one of my favorite shows on radio. I don't know how I came about it, but I think I normally drive by this time, and when I turn on my radio and it's on hits, I listen to you. I think I feel the sincerity in your voice when you speak about the gospel. I feel like you're so into it, and it's not just a show, but some experience that when people listen to it, they feel so connected. So I was connected to it. I like the whole vibe. It's very positive. And if you've known Sarkodie for a while, I'm drawn to positive energy. So I really, really genuinely love the show. And actually, but I thought I wasn't fit for it, you know.
Why are you not fit for it?
In a way, it kind of like, you know, it felt, I don't know, it just felt like it's a realm that you have to be in. You know, it is not just a gospel show. You just feel like it's a realm that you have to be in. And I'm honored, you know, for you to give us the opportunity to share the platform with you, because I think you've built it to a certain level where concerning with the type of music that we do, you know, as hip hop artists or rap artists, this is a go-to, like a getaway to get you back on track, you know. So that experience is why I say, like, I feel a bit, you know, disconnected. But in all, I think we're all humans, and we are children of God. So the show is for all of us.
Okay,
so
you've just given the right
privileged.
answer. Christ came for everybody. He did not select a kind of people to speak or minister to. So, you know, one of the balance that we use in the Christian community is that the church is a hospital for sinners. It's not a gathering of saints. It's actually for people who feel that they need cleansing. And that's where they go to seek refuge. So welcome. I mean, this is your home.
Thank you.
This is you
God
should be
bless you.
comfortable on this show than any other show.
I am very
because this is your
comfortable.
father's house.
Yes.
And you're about your father's business.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So yeah, we go straight. And on this segment is the Damascus experience segment. And in the Bible, we read about Saul. Once upon a time, he was persecuting Christians, and he had an encounter with Christ one time.
Yeah.
And he was struck down, and Christ changed him from persecuting Christians to be fisher of men. So it's a sharp contrast and a very quick turnaround, and he became positive from there onwards, like you said, with that positive energy, and he started winning people for Christ.
Yes.
And we believe in every Christian journey, in every Christian life, one has one moment or two had an experience, a real experience with the man Jesus or God himself, that on this show we feel people like you should be here to share it and bring out the reality, because people see you as demigods.
Yes.
So the reality will be out there. So for you, in a minute, or in some few minutes, share with us your personal encounter with God. How did you meet that man? Who ministered him to you? I mean, how did you encounter him? Just share with us.
Okay. I think my story is a bit different. I don't think there was a time, because I think from birth, I've been very blessed and lucky to have my mom. I come from a serious Christian home. My mom is the type that you would have to go to church before you can eat, that type of strict Christian home. And I learned to know God through her, because when she prays, I was a kid, but I used to see my mom pray to God like she could see him, or like in front of him. He has a personal conversation. He doesn't do the prayers like the usual prayer, oh Father, this and that. She's a fancy, so sometimes very angry, he talks to God. And I feel like it's this guy like standing next to her, like who is he, ordering him to do stuff. Like, this is what I want. And if you don't do this, then you're going to disgrace me. It's up to you. Papa, so growing up, I felt this man is listening to my mom every time, because she used to heal us with even Lipton, just normal tea, and she would say whatever she wants to say, and then she gives it to us, and quickly it goes away. So that covering from that time has made me believe that there's someone bigger up there looking out for all of us. And there's been situations that I've been through that I survived, that those situations people would like to take their lives, but I didn't even think of it because of what my mom brought me up with, my mindset. Mm-hmm. So I feel like there's somebody guarding me, through my whole career. So encountering God, I think my mom did it from birth. That's all we knew as kids.
Okay.
Before we been like turning adults. So I'm proud to say me, myself, and my siblings, it's rare to find someone who's a bit like a ruffian, who's out there like, we are all grounded. As much as we're humans, we have flaws. There's something that keeps us intact, and that's what my mom taught us, that there's a big man up there that if you, he's our father, and if you, they're not ansoninia, there are, punishments that you take, and if you don't associate yourself with him, there are things that can happen to you along the line. So our understanding of that doesn't make us realize even when we're going through hardship, because we feel like it's just, our understanding is different. I thank my mom for that. That is the upbringing that we got.
Awesome. I mean, you are so privileged that your mom actually handed the Bible over to you at a very young age. Most of us and most of the young people we have today, it's very difficult because of the busy schedules of the Accra life, the hustling and everything on the streets of Accra. Parents find it difficult to hand over the Bibles to their children. You are so fortunate. And so, but for you, yours is different. But I entreat everyone listening to us right now. You heard it from Sarkodie straight. The mom actually handed Christ or God to him. If you've not had that personal experience, I invite you. It's a sweet experience we're about to experience right now. He's about to share some more with us. And so if you don't know him today, I present him to you. Just like it was presented to Sarkodie, I present the man, Jesus, to you this evening. So for you, it means that, I mean, you have a little knowledge about that man, and you do communicate with him, yes?
Yes.
Great. So can you share with us, whether one or two, life-changing testimonies? What are the few things that you feel that he came in so real, and you stood back and said, no, this is the hand of God. It is not any human making.
Yeah.
Do you have such critical experience you want to share with us? One or two?
Yes, a whole lot. I think my whole life has been based on that.
Come on, let's take one. Let's take one. Very interesting.
In life, just basically because of believing this man up there. Critical example is me putting a challenge to him, like my mom always does. My mom would challenge God, like my father. I'm talking to you directly. If you don't do this and do this, I'll be very disappointed. So when I wanted to come out as an artist, I think I used to hang around a bunch of guys who gave me advice on how people make it in the industry, in the music industry. They're talking about some scary stuff that I know the background I'm coming from, there's no way that I can. That means it's literally a no for me. I can't be a star. I can't do what I want, what I'd really love to do. Because they were talking about, going to certain places to drink this type of water, and then you meet somebody, they will have something that you do, and then people will love your music, they'll follow you. I'm like, the home that I'm from, my mom is so strict that to date I don't drink. I can drink, but that thing is always here. You feel like, she will be watching somewhere, but I'm old. I can do whatever I want. Same with Christianity. So I felt even if you thought about going somewhere to seek help, your mom would realize it. So that fear was there, but then I had to trust God. So I said, this is what they're telling me. My mom presented me to you and said, my mom told me that when she had birth, she told God, I'm not taking care of this child, you are. So if anything, the outcome of this child is your works.
It's your responsibility.
Exactly. So I also asked him, so Daddy, this is the situation. This is what I want to do. But these are the things they're saying I have to do. But I know it goes against your word and I can't do it. So you have to prove to them that it's possible, that you can do it without it. So everybody else, but there's a lot of people, even now, there are underground artists who still believe in that whole idea of you need to go somewhere for protection. Someone has to do something for you to blow. I think it's there. It exists. I've not been there, but I think the fact that you're even talking about it means it's there. But as a child of God, you need to believe, in your faith. And that is what I did for a year. I asked him, I don't remember which year, but there was a particular year that I asked him that if it doesn't happen, then I might have to back out, because I was young, I was vulnerable. Someone is telling me this is how this and that they made it. If you don't do it, it's not going to happen. So that same year.
What age was that? You remember how old were you at that time?
I was pretty young. I was very young.
Like 15, 16, 18? Or you were beyond 18?
I think I might be a little bit beyond that.
Beyond 18?
Yes, but I was still vulnerable. Those are the ages you talk to friends a lot.
Yeah.
You hang around with them a lot.
Yeah.
So whatever they say, you believe. And they are so sure of themselves when they speak. So it's so convincing, But from the home I come from, you can't even think of that as an option. So I gave God, that year. If that didn't happen, I was going to go back to do a normal job like anybody else. I was into graphic designing, so probably I'll go to an office, design billboards or whatever. But that same year, things started picking up. People started liking me. I was on radio, shouts to Adom FM, people voted and they will call. And almost everything I do, I'll be the first person. I'll always come out first. When people see you, they want to have more of you. Can you call that same guy? I want to have a show. Just gradually. And I became, I think it's still happening, but at that point, I became what I wanted to be and even more. And, taking all these awards. And this is by literally just doing the music and doing what I love, but it still happened. So then I was like, nah, this is
the hand of God.
And when people ask me how you do it, and when you say God, that is the normal sentence, but it's very serious. It's literally God. It has nothing to do with you, because my experience, I know I have nothing to do with what is happening. I'm doing my bit as I'm working hard, but I know people who work 10 times harder than I do. But maybe their state of mind is not helping them. Their beliefs, it makes them have a reaction towards even the hustle that drags it for a very long time. But I believe He is working, and I believe even as humans. Like I have a daughter now. If my daughter praises me to be the strongest person, I'll act like it, because I need to, impress that. If my daughter says Daddy is a hero, my daddy will beat you. We actually have a joke. That's my camera guy. My daughter likes to bully him a lot.
Oh, okay.
Daddy, Uncle Derek is worrying me. Go and beat him. And I show up. I just act like I'm beating Derek, and I could see how happy she is. Exactly. So I can imagine that's how God works when you throw the challenge and believe that it's going to happen. It did happen. You guys know the history already. Took the 5 awards from that time. Went to the BET. Did almost everything that artists would pray for. And this is just with God throwing a challenge to Him, and he delivered.
And nothing else.
Yes.
Just God. Right. So, if you're just tuning, this is Hit 103.9 FM, and we are on This Is Gospel, the TIG show here with the Damascus Experience segment. The man here, it's Sarkodie. Yes, Sarkodie is here, and We're on Facebook Live on Hits 103.9 FM. Look for us on Facebook right now and take a good look at Sarkodie in this beautiful outfit by who designed this one?
Big Lomo. Shouts to Big Lomo.
Wow,
Yeah.
Big Lomo, nice
Yes.
dress, nice
Thank
outfit on Sunday. So take a look at him on Facebook Live right now, Hit 103.9 FM, and take a good listen to this song again. Per the story he's just told, and believe that it is the hand of God, but no one else. Let's go.
This is gospel. This is gospel. This is gospel.
No biasi okanidia ankadia bechesan kin safunia rewo no biasi okanidia ankayen kufiene enti
Ferrade.
fanoya wukani
Fania Okania.
na kakakra
Akaka krebi na diachi.
kwanchirefuni
That's what he took. He took God and no one else. He's not mixed it with anything. It is pure God and no one else. It's made him King Sarkodie. What about you? Who are you consulting? Speak to the omnipotent. He created all these things. So speak to the only person, Jehovah. He's the only one who can take you from zero to hero. All right. So welcome back to Hit 103.9 FM. I'm sure you enjoy this music by Yao Sapon. One of the favorites of... What is it about Yao Sapon that you love so much, Sarkodie?
I love gospel music, but I am a different type of Christian. I don't think there's ever been a time that I worry, which is apparently is rare. It's scary to a lot of people. That my sister sent me a voice note. Do you even cry? Are you ever sad? Because of my understanding of the man that we are worshiping, it doesn't allow me to have those emotions most times. And Mr. Yasapon reflects that. When I listen to him, there's a lot of
positivity.
Yes, there's a lot of gospel music that kind of like, I think you need to be in a space to listen to it. I'm not there yet, but for him, I think everything is okay. Everything's going to be okay. Even the things that is not here yet is still going to happen anyways. That is the type of mindset I have, and he says that a lot. Almost this album said everything.
Almost
that
everything.
Yes, that I think, as a person. Yeah.
Okay. So you actually have his record at home?
Yes.
You play it at
every
home?
morning, almost every morning. I disturb my house with it.
Whoa. So Titi listens to it?
Yes. So
Tracy
I know
does.
the lyrics.
Oh, yeah. I heard you just, just whispering and
Yes.
nodding your head to it. Well done. Well done
Thank
for
you.
taking God
Thank
and
you.
not resorting to anything. So, how did you enter the new year? What has been your experience since we started 1st January? In fact, let me start from 31st January. Where were you on 31st January?
31st, I think myself and the family gathered at home. We did not, there was a situation with one of my team members, the mom just passed away. I think that was around the same time. So, in a way, I'm human. The reflexes, we were all down. The whole team, my family, and that was the first day, of January. But at this point, as we always say, God knows what He does. So that day was a bit, down for all of us. So we're in the house, just me and the family.
Oh,
yeah.
So you actually spent solemn time at home.
Yes.
Just to cross over.
Yes. Yes.
But it's good. I mean, in Christ, when you are dead, we believe you are sleeping. On that resurrection morning, when all the dead in Christ will rise, someday, just someday, when He comes again, He'll wake all of them up. So may His soul, he or she,
the mom,
may her mom's soul rest in perfect peace. Amen.
Amen.
So, 1st January, New Year. How has it been? It's been how many days now? 6 days now.
Yeah, what's today's day?
Yes. 6 days now. How has the new year been treating you?
As always, it's better. Is great. Aside the fact that we have to mourn my friend's mom, I think everything else is good. It's been great so far.
Okay. Did you list any New Year resolutions you want to share?
No.
One or two with us?
No, I didn't. I didn't. But I just allow myself, to go with anything positive that has to come my way. And the negatives, I think we're humans. We'll have our ups and downs. But all I pray for is just the heart to go through the hard times when it comes. As always, as God has been able to do for me through the years, I know He's going to do the same thing in 2019.
Wow. God is good. Let's take a look back at growing up.
Yeah.
We miss most of these things when we're having interviews. And on this show, we want you to be very open. Just share with us. Growing up, where did you grow up? Where were you born? Where did you start your school? Where are your schoolmates? Do you have schoolmates? You have, where?
Yes.
Where? Tell us about it.
So I was born and bred in Tema, Community 9 General Hospital. And that's where I lived, in Community 9. And then after some, I don't know, but I was still very young. My dad came to pick me up. And we went to Koforidua, to live. We were living at Owusu Estate. I went to school at Universal in Koforidua for a while. Then came back to Accra to live at Mile 7. Old Peace FM, that area.
That area,
yes. And I used to school at Achimota Preparatory.
Okay.
Yeah, that actually took a lot of my life. I spent a lot of my life at Mile 7.
Oh, okay.
Those were some dark times for me as well. Went through a whole lot, and even surviving that should tell you that there's something bigger than us. So came out of that, came to Tema to complete JSS, I think Form 3. Right after that, stayed in Tema, went to Methodist Day Secondary in Tema. Yeah, and then right after that I did IPMC, and then I'm still doing music now.
Wow. So, I mean, you went to IPMC to
IPMC.
study
graphic
what?
designing, yeah.
Okay, so that's where you got the
Exactly.
graphic designing stuff
Yes.
from that. Did you practice it before music? Did you practice a little bit? You
no.
did. You
Deep
did.
within me, I really wanted to do music. I think it's a
Okay.
passion. That's something I do effortlessly. And I was a young kid with a lot of emotions, because of stuff that I went through as a kid, and I wanted a way to express it. So it started by writing, because let me say this quick story. People who know Sarkodie know a song called Mile 7 Saga, which was a situation that happened in Mile 7. God bless whoever I was staying with. I think maybe she didn't know better, so I wouldn't judge her. But that made me who I am today. So it was very critical at that point, staying there at Mile 7. And these are times that people can take their lives because of the stress, the problems. I didn't know where my mom was, didn't know where dad was. My mom didn't know where I was, because my dad came to pick me. My dad knew where I was, but I didn't know where he was staying. So I could see him sometimes, but not regularly.
But how did you land in Mile 7?
Because dad took me to the woman, to stay with her.
With someone, okay.
Yes, with
Okay.
someone. And it wasn't as a child, I didn't understand it, because I didn't know better. I thought it was life, but I could sense it's not normal, because of the maltreatment. As a child, I think if you were living with your mom, this wouldn't be, the situation.
So the real love,
exactly, that connection wasn't there. So just craving for that for a long time. But that actually made me very emotional. So I really wanted to express what I felt as a person. I miss mom, so I would just write a letter, and then I don't know, because I can't. Those days were days that you don't have phones. You have to go to a pay phone. You have the chip, the card thing. You load it. And I'm a kid. I couldn't do that. And this is Accra and Tema. As a kid, that's like here and
long miles away.
Exactly. So and I didn't know where my mom was. So that was a very dark time for me in life. I think we were like 7 people living in a room like this, and it was really bad. It was really bad, but I did survive that, and that made me who I am. It makes me observe a lot, so as life is going, I know how to chill back and just look at everything that's happening, because I was that quiet child who's always in some corner looking at stuff, don't have friends, so that whole time just built the persona Sarkodie. So as much as it was bad at that point, I didn't know that it was a preparation for who I am today, to say things that my fellow colleagues might not be able to even say because of what I went through at that time. So I was 7, went through that for a very long time, from primary to JSS 2. As I was about to finish was when mom found me. So I was in school one day and I just saw my mom coming to Achimota Preparatory, sitting in class. I saw my mom outside. I didn't even care if the teacher would beat me or anything. I just literally woke up, went to hug mom. I'm like, it's been forever. And she saw me, and I think as she saw me, the look,
your face,
yes, the way I was skinny,
things were not well.
You look sick, so. And as a mother, how they will react. They want to take their child away. So in the beginning, it wasn't easy. She had already had 4 to take care of, and coming to add me is not easy. So what she did was take me to where I was living, try to send her quota to the woman, to take care of me, just to keep me there, and at the right time she'll come and pick me up. So she used to come when we vacate, or sometimes I'll be in school, she'll come and give me money. I go back, I give it to the same woman, And the last time that she saw me, that she took me back to Tema, it was about 2 terms I'll complete school. So you can imagine how serious it was for her to not say complete and let me come and pick you. No, we're going today.
And that was an abrupt cut of your education.
Exactly.
And she was ready to take that risk.
Yes. And she said I'll complete from Tema. I'll have to come. I'll drive. A woman used to drop me off at, there was a place called CP Junction.
Yeah.
That now they have done the overpass, but then you walk
through that
to school. So I had to finish the last term from Tema, come back and forth, because when she saw me for the last time, it's like, if I leave today, I might not see you again, because the way you look, So I didn't have the heart to tell her what the issues were, because I was young, and I thought you're being naughty, or being a bad boy if you complain about who you're living with. Now I'm old, so I would understand that this is wrong. I would go like, no, this woman is doing this. But as a kid, I had no idea.
You had to swallow everything.
Exactly. So when mom comes, I have to pretend like everything is okay. Actually, one funny situation was this writing thing. I was writing to mom. It's like a letter saying, I miss you. I want to be with you. I don't want to stay here. And I fell asleep writing the letter. So the woman comes in.
She saw it.
Picks the letter. Got mad. Called my mom. My mom came over, and this woman is complaining as if I am being a bad person. And I didn't understand, so I was saying sorry. Crying, saying sorry, I will not do this again. Mom, I'm sorry. And my mom came. My mom was so pissed as well. So the two combined, I had to kneel down, beg this woman. And right after mom left, you can imagine the war that I have to face. So it was recently when I grew up was when I told her what was happening. And she's like, why didn't you tell me all along, when I was coming? I'm like, I was scared, because if I should say it, and maybe you don't take it like that, and you tell her, you can imagine the problem. And there's a lot of kids, I believe, going through
the same situation. What's your advice to them? I mean, they are watching you. Some of them are listening to you right now. If anybody is going through the same, what would be your advice for them?
It will be hard for you to listen to me, because if you're in the situation, even if you look around your circumstances, you don't find any way out. That is how it seems like. And that's how people end their lives. If they don't, they tend to, the bad life on the streets. You want to And I get it. I know why kids would want to do that because of the situations at home. Because I used to panic when I hear the closing bell, from school. I wish school would just go throughout to the next day, because now they say the closing bell and I need to go and face this.
You wish school never ends.
Exactly. So anybody who's in that situation, I bet you, it will pay off with time, but you have to be calm with it. It's a situation you're going through. It's a phase. It can take long, but it's not going to be like that forever. And actually, those who go through that situations always end up, doing well. So it's let me be a bit funny. It's a good thing to go through it. It will really build you up to be a good person.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Touching. Joe Metal, he says Bononi.
I am who I am because of you.
This
If
is
it
gospel.
had not been for you, tell me where would I be? I was lost and sinking deep in sin.
Hits FM
Reach
103.9.
out your hand and rescued me. No one else can do the things you do. There's no one else but you. I am who I am because of you. If it had not been for you, tell me where would I be? I was lost and sinking deep in sin. But you reach out your hand and rescued me. No one else can do the things you do. Oh God, there's no one else but you. So I say this. Oh no, yeah.
Hits FM
Oh no,
103.9.
yeah. Oh no, no one else but you. Oh no, yeah. Don't chop on yeah.
This is gospel.
Oh no, no one else but you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Luigi McLean.
Never thought that you could love someone like me. To give up your life for me, yeah. You even go on and call me your very own. So grateful for your love. Yeah. No one can do the things you do for me. Yeah. No one else but you. Never thought that you could love someone like me. To give up your life for me, yeah. You even go on
And through it all, he says Bononi. He did not give the thanks to anybody, not trees, not mountains, not rivers, not gods, not mere human beings,
you do for me.
but Jehovah.
Oh,
All thanks to him.
no one else but you. Say,
It's gospel. This is gospel.
Okay.
Jesus, you're my everything, yeah.
So just 54 minutes out past the hour 6, and we're here on Hits 103.9 FM. This is Gospel. My name is Frankie 5. I'm here with Sarkodie.
Oh,
We talking gospel, yeah. We talking gospel.
everybody say,
So if it's just tuning, we are live on Facebook on Hits 103.9 FM on Facebook Live. Send us all your comments, and we'll activate the phone lines for you to share your new year with Sarkodie right here in the studio. Yes. So keep listening. So King Sark, let me ask you this: is this the reason why you are so much fan of your mom, and every time you speak, you speak so passionately about your mom?
Yeah.
You speak less about your dad. Why is it so?
I think it's just natural, but in all, I don't think my dad is, that perception shouldn't be there. I'm not talking about him because he's like a bad person and all that.
Yeah.
But I think looking at my dad makes me learn more, and I think it's for all young men, we growing up. I think for men, showing emotions is very hard for us, so sometimes kids misinterpret it, so we don't get it. Maybe mom would show a lot more physically, mom would like to hug you, tell you stories, our dads can love you even way more than your mom does, but how they express it is a bit different. So I think my dad, I respect him now as a young man, having a child, getting married. I understand his position.
Yeah.
But I think to all of us moving forward, we have to be a bit vulnerable to our kids with time. Like, let's show them the ins and out. Let's be way closer to them. I think the difference is just my mom. I'm way closer to my mom, and she would make the effort to make me see how far she would go. My dad would do the same, but maybe I might not see it.
Yeah.
But now I realize things that he has done. But it's just natural. I just know my mom way more because I stayed with her. The usual. I think for almost every person in the world, the whole mom, son, mom, daughter thing. But there's nothing against that.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you believe in prophecies? In the
I don't
Bible, there are prophets, there are preachers, and there are healers. Others are also teachers. But do you believe in?
I've really not done my education on that. So that would be. I would just, if I say anything, I'm just saying it because we are having a conversation. But on the real, I have to in-depth myself with the knowledge to be able to answer. That. But I think since it's existing, the word is there. It should be there.
It should be there.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are men of God who are gifted to prophesy the mind of God. God communicates to them, and they intend, speak it out to whoever the message is intended to.
Yeah.
And every year we have these prophecies coming all on you guys. When I say you guys, the celebrities, the wealthy in society, the politicians, and it keeps hitting you every now and then. I know most of you, don't take these things too lightly. Most of you have expressed and given your feedback to these prophecies that come to you. For you, Eagle Prophet prophesied about you. Have you heard it?
Yes, I saw a video. I saw a clip. Someone sent it to me.
And he says, you're going to be a legend. How do you take that?
God bless him. I'm all about positivity. So anything that's positive, whether it's true or not, I would have to embrace it and take it. Because that's something that I would want for myself. So if it's positive, I will take it in and I'll run with it. Because I think not just the prophets. My mom has said things that has come to pass. My mom could say something and it will happen because I believed in it and I worked on it. So it did happen. So I think you panic when you don't know your stand with God. Because if they say my whole life, there's a lot of prophecies that's come on my way. Like people actually giving me 7 days and all that.
Hey,
so yeah, I met
to
somebody.
die.
Yeah, somebody, and then I think he went to my mom straight to say that to my mom. My mom panicked, and that is when I believe the devil works, because I think it's 2 F's. God goes with faith, devil goes with fear. So you have to choose where you stand as a person. So I met him outside, and I was disappointed, not because of the prophecy. You don't go to my mom to say these things to my mom, But for me, over the years, I've been able to beat certain situations that makes me feel like you can be in charge only if you align yourself well with God, so you can talk to him directly.
Right.
And anything I pray with mom as well. So over the years, I'm not going to say it's there or it's not, but what I've experienced personally with God is anything that I ask him for, he does it. If there's a situation that he has to solve, he does it. He's never failed till now. So it's going to be hard for me to panic with these things, but I know it might be possible that you've seen something.
Great, awesome. So for you, you pray about it. When it comes to you find time to pray.
I think I pray almost every time, and my prayer has always been trying to God to eliminate, not totally. You can't take negativity out of your life totally. It will come, but then you need the wisdom and the understanding to go through these times. Because I think mainly it's the state of mind. And if you feel you're not too connected to God and you hear these things, and you definitely panic. Exactly. I'm not talking to my father. I'm not talking to my mom. So now if somebody's coming to the house to come and beat me, there's nobody.
You'll be scared.
Exactly. But me, if you have your connections right, you talk to God 24/7. You feel like you have a connection with him directly. If it's positive, you act on that, it's going to happen. If it's negative and you also want to feed into that, that is possible that it can happen too.
And talk of prayer. Before you mount any stage, do you pray?
Yes.
There are videos. I hear there are videos of you circulating that when you're going on stage, you're actually holding hands with your team and you are praying.
Yeah. Even if we forget to do that, I think individually in our heads we do it. But normally what we do is we gather in one of the rooms, either mine or the DJs or whoever. We just hold hands, and because we believe that we don't have control over what is happening. I know within me that I have nothing. Let me say I have 10% to do with what's happening. The 90 has nothing to do with me. So it's scary and fun. The fun bit is your manager is God. Can you imagine how fun that is?
Yeah.
Exactly. He is controlling the wheel, and you can imagine the things he will bring in your way. No human being can work as hard as he works. He will open doors that you can never believe, and he's been doing this over the years. The scary part is you never know when something big is about to happen. So you, as a Christian, you panic. Hey, am I going to get the next song? Are you going to have the biggest song? Will you ever win this award? What if you die out? Like all these things. But when you have something that you believe this is how you're doing it, you are sure. You have the best manager. You think you are sure. But then again, God forbid, but your manager can die. Okay? Any human being that you're dealing with can die. We are doing our best here, but there's something way bigger than us working for us. So each and every time that we go on tour, shows, anything, we have to sanctify ourselves, have the best of shows. And I always pray that definitely when I step on that stage, people are going to scream. But God, can you use this platform to be another milestone that people want to demand for you more? Exactly.
More. So they can do the same God has done for you to them.
Exactly.
You are lucky. I mean, your manager is God, and you seem to have a heavenly manager.
Executive producer.
Yes, it's God. And your earthly manager is also an angel who protects you.
Yes.
You are lucky. You are very lucky, man. You've got angels and you have Jesus. Okay, so which church do you fellowship with?
Assemblies of God.
In Tema?
Yes.
Community 8. So how did you feel when one of your pastors was stabbed early Sunday morning? How was the feeling?
I've not really followed it, but I think it's always a bad feeling for someone losing their life. So rest in peace to him, and God bless the congregation.
Do you take time to study the Word of God?
I won't lie about that. No. But the verses that when I relate to it,
you can remember anyone has just crossed your ears that you feel this is a usual phrase.
There's one memory verse I have to be sure. I think it's Matthew 21:22. I think, believe and you shall receive anything you ask for in prayer. That has been my line, and I was a kid when I heard that. I had to rehearse it. It seems like God just gave me that thing to survive in life, because these things they do at Sunday school. The kids who come and you memorize one
recite
verse
all those
yes,
ones.
Exactly. And then that was the verse I chose, and that has been
leading you throughout. Strong.
Just say it, believe, and it happens.
Okay. So we are in the studio with Sarkodie, and we are discussing gospel. I mean, this throwing spotlight on his Christian side. Of course, he worshipped with Anglican Church in Community 4, and you heard it live here. Those of us who were saying, does he go to church at all? Does he pray? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, he worships. What is your experience when you enter church? How do people look at you when you get to church after all this fame and all this, calling out your name like a God, you are being worshipped now, and you enter church? How's the feeling?
I think... how should I put this? I love my church because we are very small. Community 4 is actually very huge. I'm a Community 8. That is, it's not like that much of numbers. So it's okay to deal with. But it's always, I think it's a blessing as well for people not snapping out of the fact that you are blessed and you're being Sarkodie. So they adore you when you come. It's still like that. But deep within, I always feel I would just be Michael when I enter the church. But always you will be taking pictures, after when you're done. But that is the blessing that comes with,
You don't face rejection in church? People don't...
No.
Hypocritically...
Maybe it's a church I'm going
to.
No.
You don't have that experience?
No, my pastor is the best. And he... that treatment is not there. They care more about you being saved and knowing what is supporting you going, and then the way forward with time. Gradually, are you going to use this impact to,
draw people to God or push people away?
Exactly. So it's a gradual process. It's
Have you
like,
thought of that? Has that
that
crossed
has
your
been-
mind that your talent is
Yes.
likely to push people away or draw them to God?
yes, that is. Every artist will be a bit sensitive with this question because they go like, and we have theories that will always guard what we are doing.
Yes.
But as a real person, sometimes we will say stuff that we feel, even you don't believe in this, but you're saying it because the masses, that is what they want to hear. And most of them feel very uncomfortable when you say certain things that makes them think too much.
Okay.
So they want to let loose. So life is like on a high now. They're trying to get high.
Yeah.
So anytime you want to snap them back to reality, they find it very difficult to face it. So that is our challenge sometimes. So I would want to really push a message, but then the masses out there, it gets them to panic a little bit, to think too much, which they don't want to, which they have to. So the people sometimes control what we say, but I think gradually we will get the confidence to go like, no, you don't have to tell me what I have to say.
Okay.
I need to tell you what you need to listen to.
Okay. So is there a time that you've done a song that you stood back and said, no, this one is not me. I really, this is not me.
Yeah.
Have you had any regrets like that
The thing
before?
is, music is art, actually. So there's a lot of things I can say that it doesn't have to be me, but I'm creating art for the listener who's listening to it. But there is an extreme that you go that is not necessary, that you could have done without. But it's so bad that the masses are into it.
Okay.
So then it forces you can be in the booth. I'll have a rhyme, and then the next rhyme that comes, I know this is very bad, but it sounds so good.
Yeah. So you just need to
So
hit
you
it.
battle it between, and if you try to change it to add anything,
It won't fit.
It doesn't fit.
It don't go fit.
Exactly.
If we just
So
talk on.
we are battling with that, but I think it's just about timing. And the fact that I know is good. If you don't know, that's the problem.
That's the problem.
When you know, you're trying to work towards it. And actually looking at it from when I started to now, like I can tell the difference. That now sometimes you get shy saying certain things, so gradually I think I'm moving towards a path that I would want to be.
Okay.
But let me just clear this one though. When people say you're off the world, like the music is
It's a
secular
worldly music, yeah.
worldly music. Yes, profanity.
Yeah.
That I believe, because you're pushing people to do something that you know is not good. Love is different. Okay, so when people are singing songs that can make marriages stay, it is very necessary. So you don't push these people away, but the agenda is don't take it too far, because Oframponsa has songs that when I listen to, I would want to just get married and just always be with wifey, travel, go here, spend time with her. These things help.
They are
But
necessary.
then, yes, exactly. But then when you tag all of them and put them in a box like you're doing this, you're doing that, then you get us a bit confused. So love songs are different.
Yeah.
Profanity is what I believe deep within me that we have to
Cut it
eliminate.
off.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've been real. I mean, you're one of the realest people I've ever spoken to. I mean, you don't mince words. Thank you so much for being very honest. And let me ask you this: Do you think with the following that you have, the huge following that you have, someday, just someday, you might mount the political platform and lead a political party? Why are you looking at Angel?
Because he asked me this question how many days ago? 2 days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, you guys are connected.
Oh, no, we only spoke this afternoon.
It was
I mean,
out of
we had-
nowhere. He
Yeah.
asked me that question. I'm like, I didn't really get the message. I'm like, so what do you mean? That you want me to go and do a show for a police? They said, no, like really getting into it.
Wow.
Um,
See, spirit is working now.
True.
We are connected. Yeah,
True.
yeah. So, what's your response to that?
I don't think. I think the tag politician. I don't like. I don't think I like it. But I think we all politicians at the end. But I understand where you're coming from. I was in full time going into it. No, but I would want to be a leader of something that, like a state of mind that I would like to push, but not necessarily. I don't think that's. I don't know. But for now, how I feel, I don't think that's my calling.
So, if any political party approach you,
No, that's a no. That's a no. That's a no. Like approaches have been there, like us into like support a particular party, or I don't believe in that. And people tag you to be with this party and this other party. Actually, people think I'm getting paid to say certain things. I literally speak from how I feel. When I did Inflation, when I did Doomsaw, naturally I care about people. I care that everybody survives, so it makes it a better place. You know, our communities are being torn apart because of money, so we are not having real love.
Yeah.
You know, when you travel outside to, you know, let me say the white man's land, they have, you can see the family have time. They go to picnics, they share love, because there's no, people feel like they're not entitled to anything. All they're entitled to is love, because the system works. So if you need a loan, there's a way that you need to go about it. So you don't have to say, I'm not talking to my uncle because he wasn't able to give me a loan. That is my problem. But if the system is right, you know, it allows people to come together naturally. So that is why I vent, because I see people fight unnecessarily because of poverty. And we can't even have real love anymore. People can't visit their families because when you go and you don't drop some coins, the whole visit doesn't even make sense. You get it? But then I understand it because of the situations here in Africa. And it's all due to people that don't feel the needs of people, that feel like, let me lay down my life so that people can survive, you know, for generations. So that is my political mind. It's not necessarily I know how to do socio-economical, what I don't have any idea how those things work. But naturally, as an artist or looking from the outside, I feel everyone should be okay. At least, if not rich, everyone should be okay.
Everyone should be fine. This is a very sensitive one, but let me try. Once I attended one of your events, Rapaholic, and at the background, you were flashing lights, and on the LEDs, we're seeing all sort of signs and everything. And when we got out, one of my very good friends, I'll reserve his name, is like, you know, I told you one time that this guy is Illuminati. So I asked him, why? I said, you see the thing where you come the LED top, you see the pyramids crossing left, right, center. Then Google show me some pictures of the same. Sarkodie, are you playing with our minds? Really? Are you in bed with these people?
No, it's far from that. You know, I used to do that when I was a fan. You know, you go on YouTube and they're talking about this person. They can even narrate it to a point that you actually believe it. You know, so when they're doing it to me, it's not a problem. You know, I used to do that, so I'll not be a hypocrite when someone is doing it to me. You know, thinking that you're Illuminati, and that's just funny. It only got to me when my family started believing in it. You know, because people can really get, like, the way they will say it. You know, they can have a story. Like, I was even there. You know, Sarkodie, the only man. He's laughing.
Seriously?
Sarkodie, me no cry. Guy be or no, no ring be a share sometime be cry. No cry, no the shame. You know, so I won't say my family believed it, but it got to them. You know, there was a point where I think one of my nieces, you know, she was in school and the friends were acting weird because they think your uncle is Illuminati and all that. You know, so when those things come, that's when I took it serious and I did the song Illuminati. But I'm far from that. You know, if I would have done that, I would have been way back. And if I'm doing it, that's what I said in the song. Me Illuminati, I say we're cheap Illuminati. Illuminati does all call all out. You know, if you're going, you have to go all out.
Going all out.
But I'm far for that. I think it's the perception that you have in your mind when you're watching me. So you're being detailed about almost everything. So even if I do a hand sign that seems a certain way, you just relate, you know, that to something that has nothing to do with it. But that is far from me.
Okay. All right, so we have some few minutes for him to leave here, and we're going to activate the phone lines right about now. So get close to your phones, and just before we go in there, your collaboration with Yao Sapon, we've heard hints that you are doing something with Yao Sapon. Christian community are so excited. It's been a long time, Sarkodie, for you to bond with the gospel musicians, where Christ has taken you. They want to tag along, so you carry us all along, and together Ghana becomes a home to come and visit. So with your Yao Sapon, when is it coming out?
So actually you have put the information out. It wasn't out. But yeah, it's a good show to break the news. Shouts to my dad, Mr. Yao Sapon. He came to the house. He brought this song that, so incredible. And I did my verse. So it's really up to him. He's very particular about sound, you know, so he's trying to find the best sound for it. You know, I don't know. I think he's working on it, trying to get people to like master it. So when he's done, then we're good to go. But it's a very good song. You know, you know him, his point of view when it comes to gospel, and I could relate so much. He's just talking about we humbling ourselves as humans since we don't know tomorrow.
Wow.
The same people that you are trying to like act over, they might be the one to pick up your cups. So you have to really find a way to, if you have that understanding, it really humbles you.
Yeah.
You know, actually, let me chip this in as the scariest part is not knowing tomorrow. You know, that is why it should affect your daily activities. You know, how you treat people. Perception is different, but what you're really doing as a person, how you treat people around you, you know, how you see yourself. You know, fame coming in, I will not lie. I was vulnerable. I was young. When it comes in, sometimes you feel some things are normal. You know, when I go to the barber shop, I have to skip the line. When I come to the bank, to the Sarkodie, I don't stay in
the
queues. Those things comes with blessings. It's okay, but
Yeah.
you know that is not real. That is not what it's supposed to be. So you don't let that get to you.
Okay.
You don't get lost in it, because tomorrow, about the know what's wrong now to me, man, and so kase seeing a besia, only any control. So you have to condition yourself for, you know, what is about to happen in the future, and that's the storyline to Mr. Yao Sapong's song, and the lyrics in it. I can't wait for you guys to listen to it.
Wow. And we broke it here on the TIG show. Phone lines activated now. We take just few calls. And just few calls, and then Dukumi will come in.
Yeah.
4 calls. Oh, my producers are saying 3. Okay. 0302-216-568. 0302-216-568. Let's go. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, Frankie Fine.
Yes, sir. Your name? Where are you calling us from?
Actually, my name is Timothy Makati. I'm listening from Ashama Wapoplan.
Please talk to us quickly.
Oh, over there.
How far, boss?
Oh, Charlie, you have been my inspiration.
Thank
the
you.
whole my family members I'm that half of you.
Oh, God bless them.
Everybody, my sisters, my brothers. I'm planning to meet you one-on-one.
We will. God bless you.
I'm planning to meet you. You have been inspiration for me.
Thank you.
Charlie.
Thank you.
You have been true inspiration, and I pray that God richly bless you.
Amen.
Amen.
You are doing great things for Ghana, and I want to thank Frankie too. I never knew we would bring you to the studio, and here is the case. You are there.
It's just by the grace of God. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for calling. Thank you. 0302-216-568. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, your name? Where are you calling us from?
I'm Carlos calling from Legon.
Hi, Carlos. Talk to us.
Sark.
Boss.
Man. But you do everything. You do everything.
God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you for inspiring the youth and everything.
Thank
we love
you.
your music a lot. Big up.
Thank you so
Big
much.
Ghana to the map.
Thank you.
And it's a plus for me to talking to you.
Thank you. Same. God bless you.
Okay, thank you so much. You can also call me now, 0302-216-568. Hello? Hello? Hello, caller? Okay, hello? Hello? All right. Hello, 0302-216-568. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Please speak up a bit. Speak up.
Hello?
Yes, your name, where are you calling us from?
I'm Emmanuel calling from Ashanti.
Emmanuel, are you asleep?
No, I'm not asleep.
Okay, so speak out, yeah? Talk to us. Sark is here.
God bless Sarkodie so much.
God bless you too.
I've been a fan since
Mm.
and I never thought you might made it to the studio today, but God willing, you are there.
Yes.
God bless you and keep doing what you do.
Thank you so much.
God will keep bless you.
Okay, thank you very much for calling. Sark, hello, last caller. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, your name, where are you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm Prince.
Prince, where are you calling from?
From Dansoman.
Talk to us, Prince.
Yeah, hello, King Sark.
Boss man.
Yeah, I've been feeling you since
Thank you.
church. You've been my inspiration for so long. And I pray that God takes you far
Amen.
and it still reigns.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Sark, why do people have the feeling as though it's difficult to reach you, to connect with you? That's the impression people have out there. Why do people think so? Because for me, it was just the experience was just straight.
Yeah.
In fact, you connected me directly. Yeah. You were here, and
Yeah.
it was direct. So, why do people feel that's alienation?
I really don't know, but I think maybe because I am not too out there, and exactly like the way we met, I would never say no to that. Maybe that doesn't happen regularly. That's why. Yeah, but I don't think it's that hard to get me to do anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I feel like it's worth it, I would do it. And this is a must. I was actually privileged that you asked that I be on.
Really?
Yes.
we are rather privileged.
Thank you.
So thank you for being on the show. And let me read these few ones on Facebook Live. Guys on Facebook, so many. So I'm just going to select a few. His time is up, and so I'll just select a few, and then I'll ask him. First of all, it's where are you? David. Okay, David Daniel say happy New Year to Sarkodie and best wishes from me. Kojo Black Raymond says hi. Yes, so many comments. Okay, let me just summarize them. How did you meet your wife? Break that secret to us here. How did you meet that beautiful lady?
Well, like the old school story, area girl, area boy, like two houses from me, from my mom. That's where she lived, so it started from then. It didn't work out in the beginning, I tried, it didn't. I think she had somebody else. I had to be on standby for a while, so she went back to Germany, where she lived most of her life. So when she came back was when, the magic happened, and then the rest is history. But that was my first crush in life. So as a kid, and the reason why I knew it was real because it was nothing physical. I just didn't know why I liked the person, and I was a kid, so I didn't understand it. But I liked her, and yeah, I attracted that I wanted to have her. I imagined growing with her, and that happened. That going back to what I attract, from God, I just say this is what I want.
This is what you want.
I want to be.
So it was direct. You actually told God that this is what I want.
I didn't pray like I'm praying to God, but I think about it. I imagine it.
Yeah.
And then directly that came. I imagine having a daughter as well.
You imagine having a daughter?
Yes. Almost everything that's happening to me, like
you spoke it into your life, and it came to being.
Yes.
Do you think you one day hold the Bible and begin to preach?
I won't say no to that, but it's possible. It's possible. It might happen. That can happen too.
If you were to be one of them, would you be a preacher, a prophet, or a teacher?
Which one goes a lot more with motivating?
That's a teacher, right? That's a preacher. Right?
Yes.
So you love to be a preacher?
Yes.
Someday.
And my church will be very, very positive.
How do you mean when you say your church? No, explain that.
Because I think when you go to, like the song you're playing, the beat you're playing.
Yeah, this one.
That's one of my songs that I really like. And everything I believe in is when you listen to the rap, it's my state of mind. So I think going to church, to me, if a pastor makes you feel like there is more to you, I feel bad, because it's relative, right? Success, what is success? Success to you is having 16 houses and, running 75 businesses without sleep and trying to maintain thousands of workers and having panic attacks at night. To you, is that what success is to you? It is for somebody. Somebody also just want to have a good family, have decent income, enjoy life, just be happy and be appreciative of what they have. So when they make the level of success, they have this image that they put out there that frustrates the congregation.
Okay.
So when they say you will be okay, you move from this situation. What situation am I in? Like I've not complained about it. I know that it can be. I will do well, but I'm not in a bad situation. If you go to the hospitals, you get to understand how grateful you should be, as a person.
Yes.
Some people need to just pee so they can be free, and they can't do it. And
sometimes
you are here.
just water.
Exactly, just drink water so you can be okay. They can't do it, and you are at home, and you have kids, and you're saying because of your kids you are crying. You get it. That's my state. That's how I think. So if I'm going to preach, it has to be appreciating, so a lot more can happen. Because I appreciate. That's why I keep going forward. Because I appreciate what he's doing. So he's like, I'm about to blow your mind. If this is what you think I've done enough, check what I'm going to do in 2019. So people can be stuck in the dark for a very long time just because they don't appreciate. And I think the pastors, the preachers should do more. I know when you give this state of mind like you're going to be okay, I don't know, it does something to the congregation, but it would be better to make them feel like they're actually okay. You know, that's fine. Like, be happy and open the doors. Because, my brother, I know you can relate. The more you have good energy, it attracts a lot of
that
good things into your
positivity
life.
comes to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I would want my congregation to never, ever question, the man up there and be doubtful, because your situation is someone's dream, so try to really appreciate.
This is beautiful. I would like to attend your church anyway. And this is from on Twitter, Sally_Ann, and she says, very lively. Bro, can we tell King Sark to keep the peace and fire burning? And there's a lady that sent Mimi Success, says your greatest fan.
Yes, I know
and
Mimi.
I should say hi to you. Okay, and someone tweeted this. Please help me ask Sarkodie. In his homicide track, he said, "You're selling your soul, but wait till you gain now. The devil want to drive me insane, but one day the sunshine will come over the rain." Was it Shatawale he was referring to? I don't.
No. Yeah, but I get the lyrics.
You get what he's trying to say?
A new song, talking about the devil, trying to because the business we're in is easy for that's the playground for him.
Okay.
He always tries certain things to make you be.
He knows the gimmicks.
Exactly.
No, he was a chief chorister, so he knows the game too much.
So, but then I was just challenging him that it's not going to work, and even if there's a downtime, there's going to be
a brighter day. Okay. Someone still say, please ask Sark that did he put just the statement of him having a call with the devil and he's trying to put him on tele, but he needs his soul, so should tell him anything he's ready, just rap, or he's telling us a real thing?
It's the same song that he's talking about. So
it's the same song.
Yeah. So the whole thing is, the devil will say, "This is what I can give you. You can have all these things." Like what I was
he
saying
showed Jesus when after 40 days of fasting, said,
So
"I'll give you all these things if you bow down to me."
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then I'm saying no on the phone, but it's just figuratively. It's not like it happened. I don't know the devil's number.
Oh, okay. So people think that you actually had a conversation with the devil.
No, I'm just saying that it's thoughts. It keeps coming in mind. As I said, a story from the beginning. Go here, meet this person. When you do this, you blow up. Then I'll say no.
Okay.
To it. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Frankify.
Yes. Yes.
I've been around. I've been observing.
Okay.
I'm so glad to see Sarkodie today because you know why?
Tell me
why. The first day we met, that was 10 years ago. I was then an entertainment reporter. He was also coming up, and we met on Kasahari on several occasions. And by God's grace, he's Ken Sark, which I really admire. And I like the fact that he always wants to drive the young ones around. With the song that he just did, Bibiba, I listened to it. I was like, wow, these are guys that people wouldn't give them that attention. But he, at his pedigree, he decided to rope them in, give them some hope. Let them know that you can also do it. And I think that it was a good project. If all musicians were to do that, I'm telling you, there are so many talents out there that we can export. I remember when P Square went to UK and was granting an interview about why some Ghanaian artists went to Nigeria and they were embarrassed, quote unquote. He said that, did you go with Sarkodie? They said no. He said yes, Sarkodie is the magic in Nigeria. And I'm so proud because some of us, it serves as an inspiration to us, and you realize that you can get there. I remember some time back, I used to pick a car and go and see some big names because I want to find out, okay, how old are they? How their stature, so that if they are not far away from you in terms of age, stature, and all these things, if you condition your mind, you can get there. And gradually, I remember DJ Awana, I picked the car to go and look at him in Kumasi. And now I'm working with him, and they just did the same thing. I'm working with him today. I met Sarkodie, and now Sarkodie is big, and I'm always very proud of him. But what I'll say is he should keep on giving the young ones more opportunity,
yes,
because it comes with its own blessing.
Okay.
That so many people are not looking up to that angle, because when you get to this point, you think about yourself. Yeah, you are the age, you are the big guy. With or without them, you can live your life, you can make it. But it also comes with some blessing that you may not think along, and that blessing is eternal, it's forever.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, boss. But my manager, my wife,
yes,
She says she's not leaving until she sees Sarkodie. So she's waiting.
She's waiting. Lay away, we are coming.
Yeah, we are coming.
Kinsak, what motivates you to tweet people's new songs when they come up? You know, lately people have been saying that you guys don't support your people, you don't support your... But for you, consistently, I have noticed that anytime there's a new stuff coming up, you tweet about the song.
Yeah.
Any stuff there's a new thing coming out, you talk about it. What motivates you? Is it the people that are pushing you to do it, or originally from deep down you want to help? What is it about?
Yeah, deep down I would want to help. I don't know why people can see the fun in people shining. Like, I don't know how. Maybe that's what I'm saying. Maybe I'm a weird person because I find fun in seeing people survive. Like, if everyone is doing well, then it makes it even way easier. You know, and there's a lot of stars. Like, the sky is there. The stars are
Too many, billions.
It doesn't mean anything. Everyone is shining. And literally everybody can shine, and it will still work. So that's where I come from. And I think I'll still go back to my mom. You know, that upbringing. I think what I learned as a kid is you can only have enviness or even bitterness towards somebody when they do something to you. Even that you are supposed to forgive. Mm-hmm. So how much more somebody who has done nothing to me, that don't know me from anywhere, and is just doing good, you know. So I think it doesn't take anything away from you to support people, and that is what I believe in.
Okay, before you leave us, give us your top 3 gospel songs. We've heard of Yausapon, so Yausapon is out. I mean, that's your father, so you take your dad out. This is a gospel show.
Yes.
And we know you play in this space also.
Yeah.
Give us your top 3 gospel songs.
Wow, this would be
gospel,
hard.
Local. If you don't know the names of the song, you can just mention the names of the artists.
I guess someone.
Who will be your first? If I put on a top hierarchy, 1 to 3.
Artist.
Yes, artist.
Not the song.
If you remember the songs, I'll be so excited. Means that you have a connection with the song. Do you have any of them in mind? Do you remember any line? Not exactly the title, but the line.
OJ.
OJ.
Obinyawaye.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
OJ, yes.
Great composer.
Exactly.
OJ.
Esther Smith.
Esther Smith.
Yes, I think I like almost everything that she's put out. Yes. And there's a whole lot.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot.
And the last time I heard you mention Joe Metal.
Yes. But I'm very old school.
Oh, you're very old school.
So
you tilt towards the olden
Pastor Joe Beecham. Yeah.
Deep.
Which song?
Sembia make a treu.
No.
DJ Bredash prepared that song. We'll play before he leaves. Yes, that's a very nice song and very, very inspiring song. So you tend to tilt to these old people. Why?
I think it's you can feel the authenticity, of the composition. You can see it comes from the heart, and these things you can't create it again. They don't even know. It's as artists we have a time that God gives us the priceless songs.
Yeah.
And after some time, when you live too much, and then the fame comes in, it's how do you use the word? If it dilutes, you as a person. So that first 2, 3 years, 4 years, some can have it to 5 years. You do your best music because those are times that you're not competing, you're not trying to beat charts, you're not trying to have the biggest song. You are just doing music that you feel from within. So normally underground artists can come up with the best song, and when they blow up, sometimes it's very hard to keep up because now the attention is on you.
Yes.
So you are being too careful. You're trying to make it hit. So these old songs are like priceless moments that the artists don't even need to drop anything else, till they die, because it's like priceless albums that they have. So that's why I like, the old artists.
Okay, all right. So he's mentioned his favorite songs. His time is almost up. We are wrapping up for this interview, and we together with Mark Okrekumante, we want to say a very big fat thank you.
Thank you
for the respect you give to this channel, not just this show, but this channel hits 103.9 FM. We feel proud that you are connected to us.
Thank you.
All the programs from Mekukwe to Andy Dusty to Dr. Pounds to all the great guys playing the game here in Hit FM. They all say I should just be in their stead to say thank you so much. for connecting with us.
Thank you.
And every time we call on you, you are ready to open your doors to us. We are grateful.
Thank you.
We are very
God
grateful.
bless you.
It's a new year. Is there any message you want to share with Ghanaians before you take leave of us?
I think I've been saying that from Christmas, but I think it stays the same. I would want people to really patch up, relationships with, people, whether it be family, friends, whoever it is. Don't hold that negative energy in you. It doesn't help you. As much as people can hurt you, I just tweeted something very funny, I think 2-3 days ago, and people were like, a bit sensitive. But what I meant was, I really don't believe in trust, because I trust only God, but I love people. So it accommodates, the ups and downs of how human beings are, so you can give second chances to them. So let's try to repair relationships that we have, and let's just have a positive energy, around us for the new year. And trust me, whatever you're thinking about is what's happening. So at this moment, if you're listening to me and you're thinking about something, check what you're thinking about, because it's actually coming.
Wow. It's actually coming.
Yes.
DKB says, Sarkodie are telling the Tracy story on my brother Frankie 5 live show on Hits FM. Is it Boga no Haba Mizio, Small Boys of Today?
Oh, the DKB.
DKB, the comedian.
Okay.
Yeah. It's you want quick relationship like Indomie. Boys have, they won't take them like quick like
True.
Indomie, but you took your time to groom it.
Yeah.
To get to where you are now.
Yes.
Thank you, Sarkodie.
Thank you too.
We are grateful.
God bless you.
And new artists like Chemfe, Ni Soul, who are actually doing that game, doing the secular music and now doing gospel, are ready and prepared to work with you.
Yes.
I mean, how should they connect?
Angel is right here, so
are you ready to show them off?
Yes, but definitely has to do with the music as well. As much as
music,
I would want to support, I need to really be in the music. Not because it's not nice, but I would know what I would sound good on. So if I hear it, I'll jump on it.
Okay. Thank you. Respect to you.
Thank you too.
And God richly bless you.
Amen.
For being on the show.
Amen.
And before you leave, one of our guys here did a very nice portrait of you.
Okay.
And this is a historic moment for us. We are starting the new year with you. And so this is something we want to present to you.
Thank you.
Anytime you take a good look at it, you remember this show and remember this young artist. He's also new and coming up and does so well with portraits, designs and all that. And he's here. What's your name? Just come and mention your name to Sarkodie. Your name. Just mention your name here.
Owusu Bismarck.
And on social media, you are
Face Pencil.
Face
Pencil.
Face Pencil.
Face Pencil.
Okay.
Face Pencil. Okay. And take a good look at this. Mario, please show it to the Facebook cameras.
Wow.
And this is you and Titi.
That's nice.
Yes. Yeah. And we are doing an official presentation now. So if you hear the music, then we are doing this.
This is gospel.
Tibia wutimu bia wo kwade ama wabe mumbu nsuo beto ne nsuo ne tia ewia bebo ntibensu se wiase kura bepo ebusuafo be yiwa ma twedi amponsi ne ni wone maso ma wakomentu osu awusu arawu awudie na wufe mu nyina eboro wo so ano hye pante ya wuni akoma ye nyankopon we hu mobro kese de man ma wo Kristo ni hu tone dia woda na woto me bono matamfo ni memra me ni da so wo so me sa de mi twapo kokko we nyame kwan so se senya me woda so tiase dia we ni da hwan so tete botan wa ye bi pen woda so gina ne naso emfa we ni ntu wiase wo nyankopon ne tiase wo didi ni be hwiase mpredi asan we ni be guase nipa be serew na wo nya hwekra na ye twe wase ni nyina mu wubu nkotodwa akasa nyame me dase senior kese to me be dead in tino and so try bebre beto so kai be bia wo fi no ya kire wo dunsi ni bi fie na so wo dan wo chi no be bompa ye wo sabe ka wo de wo Yesu di mu obrede be pompe
so we no de be ba na ma wa ba mumbu dina pindi na ma wa komentu ye wadi ni hutu na ni nyame so adinyi na di buano e wie ni ye so we no de be ba na ma wa ba mumbu dina pindi na ma wa komentu ye wadi ni hutu na ni nyame so adinyi na di buano.
You've been looking for someone to take your sorrows all away. One to hold you tight and say everything's gonna be okay.
Hits FM.
You ready? Kiwa. And that fire. What else?
You know what time it is.
103.9.
Straight up, I'll be the baby. It's been a long time coming, finally me do. Till I meant to tell them what can move me in the book. Cat laser, Buhumia, Kimu hallelujah. Or be the mood to me from head of me do. Sir, people know me to be one of the best commodities. If the Muggins send me shoe, but I leave the opposite. That's what my father can do. This be my apology. Go for someone yet to send me a challenge, make you follow me. Cause I believe in one God. And I no pen I'm a corner where I be here passport. Now raise your hands up. Yami sumti soko king, get you what you can't stop. People they talk, or be they no go feel maintain. But people the family when me who is a skin pain. I kasa pee, but I'm still ahead of the game. Yana munte masako, they massacre your brain. Yes, the more you never be pain. Maybe I'm go holidays or when I'm the weekend. So they be a 1% more testing intelligence. More me weak points. I trim 100%. My life a movie. Wanna for enjoy. I bet them a brain me here people to employ. Gangster, there's a man who miss a sex toy. Post side hustle, but the looking fresh boy. What else?
To me, Zeno, to me, Zeno, to me, Zeno,
Son of my dream was to be a living legend. I'm a team signing autograph each and every second. I make a kiss and my fans. As a present, people said that she made more than your reference. It wasn't easy coming up. Charlie pressure and the so I think I've had enough. So many people told me that what I was doing was crap. Cause I wanted to be big, even more than Tupac. What else? But it was my dream though. I wanna unleash the dragon like Cisco. And I wanted to get myself some new clothes. Of course, I wanted to see my name in the big shows. It was a big fight, but I am a conqueror. Cause I always make it happen. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler. Now, to my hands on the block. What else? To me,
Yes, it's been a very beautiful interview here with the man Sarkodie. It has come to pass. 6th January 2019 here on Hit 103.9 FM. This is historic. It's the first gospel show he's ever spoken on live in a studio interview. We make it happen here on Hit 103 Entertainment. This is real entertainment. So we're going to be discussing one or two stories with Lady Tess, with Mebeka, and then straightforward we'll read few messages that just come in, and then we'll be out of here. So just hang in there. Lady Tess is here. Okay, Lady Tess, good evening to you.
Good evening, Frankie.
How are you doing? You're so happy. Finally.
Yes. And then the other better.
Oh, Charlie.
And the other
pressure, no.
Because as I TM now WhatsApp status not Sarkodie and say yeah Frankie.
Obende unya obrimponsa na ese utumi den yankopo ase na ohwa enye nipa bebre ehia sa opportunity where they don't get it. So if I have it, I need to be grateful. I don't need to be a hypocrite. I mean, I'm excited about the fact that in this country, one of the few gospel presenters that's interviewed Sarkodie. He's a great, we all know. Yeah. So I should be excited about it. I don't know why I worried them in Yajana.
Oh, there you
go. And this how?
See me who be say that.
Okay. Okay, nice one.
But I feel no, I come up from.
Wow.
Hey.
What's up? So, okay, we have just a few minutes to go. Let's touch on these few stories that have just come in.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So Joyce Blessing. All right. So earlier this week there were reports that she had terminated her contract with her record label, Xylophone Music.
Yeah.
But apparently she's denying these rumors. She's saying that she still has a contract with Xylophone Music, and even if she would opt out of the contract, she would follow the due procedures and not grant an interview and then say that I'm no longer with the label, right? And of course, 31st night there were lots of prophecies, right? And of course, the plenty.
Yeah.
The famous one, of course, Owusu Bempa, when he prophesied about the national chief imam.
Yeah.
So there were some negative responses from some of the Muslims, right? So, but according to Owusu Bempa, he believes that the NDC were behind the people who came to attack one of his church.
Yeah.
Yes. So he's saying that the people we saw in the video were not Muslims. According to him, the opposition party mobilized the youth from Salaga.
When you say the opposition, the
NDC.
Okay.
The NDC. Okay. Because they once tried an assassination attempt on his life.
Okay.
Yeah. So they mobilized these youth. The youth we saw in the videos were not Muslims, according to Owusu Bempa. Though they were speaking Hausa, according to Owusu Bempa,
they are not Muslims.
They are not Muslims. Yes, they are not Muslims.
Wow. It's interesting how things are turning out now. I watched the video where he seemingly apologized to the chief imam, listening to his voice and watching it on Joy Prime. I think he was so apologetic and he was appreciative of the gestures by the chief imam, he responded to it.
Exactly the way a leader should act in situations like this. I mean, even if you had a prophecy for him, it's very easy for you to get access to him. And I was very, very disappointed, with Owusu Bempa's behavior. I mean, again, like when it comes to the presidency, some even say that he's the president's spiritual advisor. And prophecies concerning the president, you say it publicly when you can go to them personally and then deliver these prophecies too. Again, still on the prophecy, he also prophesied about the vice president.
Yeah.
Right. So some friends of the vice president, are calling the Christian Council of Ghana to revoke the license of Reverend Owusu Bempa.
Okay.
Exactly.
They should revoke it.
Yes.
They want the prophet to stop prophesying in this country.
Yes.
So have they done it or they are yet to?
They are still calling for it to be done. They are still calling for it to be done. But I watched his sermon today and he's saying that no one can revoke his license.
Oh.
Yes.
No one can revoke his
licenses.
licenses.
No one can revoke his licenses.
Okay.
So these are the stories.
Let's see how it turns out. I mean, it started just from the beginning of the year, and let's see how it turns out. Let's see how it turns out.
I don't know, this prophecy, it will get to a time that if you're a parent and then your child says, Mommy, I want to go into music or art, and it has something to do with fame, a parent might prevent that child from going into that field because it seems God does not like successful people. Once you be, it's true. Like once.
Why do you say so?
No, based on these prophecies, once a person becomes successful,
he's a target for prophecies.
Exactly. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
And if you receive a prophecy from God concerning a celebrity, I mean, these pastors, like, they have access to the media, can just walk to the media houses and then they can make a meeting or arrange for a meeting, and then you meet these celebrities and whatever message you have, you deliver it to them. Because once you prophesy concerning a death, then you give some people undue advantage to do whatever they want to do to that person.
Okay.
So there should be some measures when it comes to these prophecies.
Okay. It should be regulated. You think?
Exactly.
You think it should have some?
It should.
Okay.
And Nigel Gezi, gave some prophecies, that this year there will be scarcity and children will go missing. So I mean, if you're a parent, you should keep an eagle's eye on your children.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you, Lady Thez, for coming in with those news on prophecies. I'm sure next week you are going to bring more because more is going to come. We're going to be having some more. Thank you so much for being on the show.
There's one prophecy from Eagle Prophet that I really hope it comes to pass, that Ghana would win the African Cup of Nations.
Oh, it was also prophesied.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, let's hope so.
Let's
hope. It's been long.
Aren't you talking about
is this? It'd be like some money. It hit some rock. Yeah, let me test for you. That was the Miracle segment, and it was by none other. Okay, so take a good listen to this song. I watched the video on Joy Prime TV beautiful song, beautiful video by Nee Soul, and he featured the BHL Choir and Rhyme Sonny. Take a listen.
Bible say, "Mema yen show the wait me kum ye nipadua want me fan sanka ye kra. Erade mo bia sro honhom, o ma ye do to me ni adwumutie. Enu ti say wo da shall not be afraid. Just read his word. His word is like a two-edged sword, and I'm champ blade. Me sro.
Johnson, if I saw it, my dear Johnson, if I saw it, my no bema no bema oh yeah oh just any fast already
Now I say a town for not any war. A ratu be one of Wakuma Ebuko, upon the 40 cent from a book. When I can tell your war, no work here at a war. You don't know what the phone in the soul. A ratier, Pupunkinitro, yes, now say a net to Piara. What's your come up to for nothing in the world? Whatever hope time, never hope I saw, who saw at your cell of a brother out. What's your Janet Sandy was now in my end? Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Yes, bro.